buy her favorite penny candies. Bottles, caps, wax lips, candy, cigarettes. Yeah, my grandma was into that freaky stuff. When she would be done talking about her youth, I would respond, oh yeah, Grandma, that's so interesting. But then I would then start to think about how I can't buy candy for a penny, let alone $1. You'd think that would help with my current weight problem, but obviously that's a no. I then started thinking about the penny and its value in today's society, so I did some research, and what I found was shocking. It turns out over the past decade, the penny has lost so much of its value that it actually costs more to make a penny than a penny is worth. In essence, we are paying for the penny. So yes, I will take a penny, but I will not leave a penny because I need that penny to pay for the penny that I took from the Take a Penny pot. With so many politicians and Americans worried about the growing national debt, it might seem like a no-brainer to can the penny. Edmund Moy, director of the Mint, recently told the U.S. House of Representatives, with each new penny and nickel we issue, we also increase the national debt by almost as much as that coin is worth. And these losses are mounting more rapidly than Jesse James at a hog fest. Even Honest Abe Lincoln would have to admit that things are looking grim for the penny. So let's begin by first looking at why the penny is so insignificant, then make sense of why these cents are here to stay, despite the fact that they are costing us money, and finally, cash in some conclusions. Today, parents won't name their daughter's penny because they don't want her to grow up and be dirty, worthless, and tossed around. So instead, they're choosing to name their children more valuable currency. Benjamin, Jackson, and good old 50 cent. The U.S. Mint cost of producing the penny has exceeded face value since 2006 due to increased cost of base metals. The worst year being 2010 when it cost 1.79 cents to produce a penny. At this point, the only president worthy of being on the penny is George W. Bush. That guy never made any sense. Just last year, the U.S. lost a total of $30 million on penny production alone. See, folks, a penny isn't worthless because things that are worthless are worth nothing. And the penny is worth much less than nothing. So if the penny is so worthless, then why do we waste so much time dealing with it? The National Association of Convenience Stores actually conducted a study and found that the average person has 2 seconds to pick up a penny before they start losing money. The median worker earns just over $36,000 a year, or about a half a cent per second. Anything over 2 seconds, and you'll need to take out a home equity loan just to pick up that penny. I don't get that one. The Coin Coalition, an industry trade group, reports that sales clerks waste an average 2.5 seconds per customer transactions dealing with pennies. Now, this may seem like, well, penny pinching on the part of the peddlers, but that sort of thing adds up. It must be noted that not only is this wasting time for the retailers, but to the countless other people who must wait in line behind the old lady at the grocery store as she counts out her change penny by penny. Now, I understand that for some strange, weird reason, the government still says it's illegal to eliminate the elderly. So how about we just take away their coins? If Grandma starts to get all lippy about her missing money, just cut her off and explain, I will put you in a home. The penny is not only losing its real value, sorry, Grandpa, the penny is not only losing its real value, but also the battle of our minds and hearts. There is nothing you can buy for a penny. Nothing! Author John Green points out that vending machines, parking meters, even those little penny gumball machines have done away with the penny because it simply isn't worth it. Capitalist businesses have gone commie pinko on the penny with their proletariat dispensation campaign known as the Give a Penny, Take a Penny trade. Harvard professor of economics Gregory Mankiw points out, when people start leaving a monetary unit at the cash register for the next customer, like my last boyfriend, the unit is too small to be useful. Now, while we have proven the penny is not worth a dime, we must move our genes. First, Ron Doyle of the Wall Street Journal, November 13, 2010, says that eliminating the penny is a losing proposition because it will result in running to the nearest nickel and higher prices for America's working families. Raymond Lambra, an economics professor at Penn State University, says this will force an annual $600 million rounding tax on consumers. This will be felt by people all across the country. Soon, my little druggy friends, our beloved dime bag will be $1 bag, and Lakeisha on Belmont and Harlem will be $1 more an hour. That's a tragedy, if I say. Second, CBS News correspondent Morley Safer reports that by killing the penny, the government would not save money. Without the penny, the mint would issue more nickels, and due to soaring metal prices, the nickel costs almost 10 cents to make. Now, I'm no math major, but my mommy says I'm special. But even I know that spending more money to produce more nickels is no way to save money. And then there's charities. Charitable organizations such as the Salvation Army and the Ronald McDonald House rely heavily on penny donations to support their cause. Common Sense Penny Harvest, Common Sense, oh my God, that's so funny! Which is an educational program designed to teach children about their value as contributors to society, raised over $500,000, or 50 million pennies through penny harvesting. Now, what do we do about this perplexing penny pickle? The mint should start by putting rich people on the penny. Bill Gates, Scrooge McDuck, Oprah. Oh, heck, they should really just put a picture of the quarter on the penny. Second, we need to start using better metals. Since 1982, the mint has been manufacturing pennies from 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. Jeff Franklin, a contributing editor of Helium.com, suggests we should start making pennies out of steel, which is a tiny fraction of the cost of zinc. Making pennies out of steel would be a much better and much cheaper idea. Take a penny, leave a penny? No, thank you. I'd much prefer to take a penny, steal a penny. That's funny, you know. Finally, Jim Wang of Politico, June 1st, 2010, says that we need to stop hoarding pennies. You probably don't hoard pennies intentionally, and you probably don't even think of it as hoarding. You have a coin jar or a piggy bank at home, and you toss your loose change into it every night. But if you want to kill pennies, specifically kill new pennies, don't leave them at home. Don't keep them in your couch. Take them to the bank and send them back through the system. The mint produces coins based on demand, and the more coins we have locked away in piggy banks and old booze bottles, and yes, James, I know you have a lot of those, the more the mint has to produce. Perhaps put them in the grab bag of Halloween candy for trick-or-treaters. Those poor kids. Now, in my humble yet highly respected opinion, I feel the penny is good for nothing except being a disease-infested disc of suck. They are only costing us money and wasting our time. Time which I can spend doing my homework or pushing my grandma down the hill in her wheelchair and then joyfully skipping off to get some ice cream by myself. Today, we have looked at the advantages and disadvantages of the penny as well as some helpful conclusions. Now, my grandma may be a crazy loony, don't tell Grandpa, but I love her. But I gotta say, if I could buy candy for a penny, well, that would be sweet. Get it? Yep. Sweet candy.